Hello again, squaddies. Welcome back once more to the Shattered Isles. Today, we're back on the Sovereign's throne, but we're not facing Koshai. Today, this will be the Fearless Slayer's Bestiary entry for the Thornbound Shrike. Now, I know I've done a lot of stuff on the Shrikes, but that's because they're actually one of the more populous, I should say, beasts in Behemoths in Dauntless. I mean, we have the Shrike, we have the Moonreaver, we have the Scrave, we now have the Thornbound. But the Thornbound is actually a beast on its own. Because, again, it's on the Sovereign's throne. And it's one of the Thornbound is actually a new thing with Koshai, its introduction. Because it effectively... It gives the it kind of it's kind of a way to introduce people to the heroics for the game, because it gives the behemoth in question a new ability, not a new attack per se, because the Thornbound Shrike does not have any new attacks compared to the Moonreaver. What it does have are a couple of new effects on some of its attacks. It has because it gains the ability called Gust of Thorns, and you'll see what that is when we get into the fight, which should be relatively soon considering it's right there. Also, before we really get into this, if you're wondering why I haven't done anything on the oxygen repeaters, it's because they're not in the game yet. And there's actually the Gust of Thorns. You see the Tornado Gust is behind a trail of thorns. And the air hammer also drops the bomb spores. I missed, but luckily one of my partners did not. But yeah, those are basically it. Aside from the fact that the Thornbound Shrike actually does a bit more damage than the Moonreaver, I believe. But yes, so you can kind of see why I decided to do this one. Actually, there's a couple of reasons. The first reason is that the beast I was planning on going after, nobody really queues for anymore. I was specifically going to go after the Deadeye Quillshot. But, like I said, with just how dangerous the Thornbounds are, it felt like a good idea to help people see them firsthand. The Shrike is especially dangerous because of the fact that it just produces a lot of these, depending on how its AI acts during the fight. Well, that wasn't a hunting raptor, so... But yeah, the air hammer... The bomb spores are only released on the second hit, not the first. And there's the enrage. This, like I said, aside from the thorns... This acts just like the regular Moonreaver. Which actually, you start to think about it, makes a lot of sense, because you wouldn't want to change these things up too much. This is actually going a lot better than the other times I fought this thing. Because the Thornbound Shrike is actually, as I said, rather dangerous, especially compared to the... Oddly enough, the Thornbound Carabac was probably the easiest. And again, the Carabac, when you get down to it, is kind of a glass cannon. Whereas the Shrike is actually decently tanky. The problem with the Thornbound is that with the thorns, it becomes a master of terrain control. Yeah, I'd agree with bird magic. But yeah, like I was saying, the oxygen repeaters, I haven't done a video on them yet because they're not in the game. As soon as they are, and I've got them unlocked, I will be doing a standard weapon guide on them. They seem like an interesting weapon. Also, yeah, the Sovereign's Throne is a little bit of a broken land. I messed up that throw. Two breaks. bad time for a lag spike. Well, we did not manage to knock it down. Scream what you want, Birdo. Also, there is another new lantern. Specifically, there's one for Koshai. And yes, the lanterns actually do look different now, which is cool. We just did 50% danger. Nothing left in the rift. I do like how they changed the animation for launching from these things. Well, that was my biggest shot, so... Alright, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for that weird cut there. The reason for that is because we were fighting the Thornbound Shrike, as you saw, and just out of nowhere I looked down, actually at the end of the fight once we finished it, and saw that Fraps had stopped recording, because Fraps actually records in pretty big file sizes, but it's really the only reliable way I have to record this game. So I lost the last, it was only about 2-3 minutes maybe of the fight. I do kind of wish you'd seen it, because I did actually, if you notice, I'm out of frost grenades. It's because I used my last one killing the thing to try and at least distract it so we could revive one of my teammates. Anyway, quick overview. Again, it has all of the same attacks as the Moonreaver, so there's not anything new there. The only new tricks it has are what you saw. The Tornado Gust, which causes the line of thorn vines on the ground to appear. That it uses this a lot to control the battlefield, and even the Tornado Gust from the hunting raptor that it can do, that can create vines as well. The other new trick is the second hit from the aerial hammer, where when it hits that second hit, it launches up the bomb pods that will create 4 vines in pairs of 2, in sets of 2, that will come out of the ground real quick, flick once, and then kind of wilt. These can do damage, but as long as you're not standing directly where they land, you should be okay. Other than that, the Thornbound Shrike, it's really just, it hits a bit harder and takes a bit longer to kill in terms of damage that you have to deal. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry for the really rough ending like this, but it's just what I had to work with. Anyway, if you did enjoy, please share, like, or favorite the video. You can also leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say. And if you want to keep up with me and never miss any of my current series, then consider joining the squadron by subscribing to the channel. That does help me out, and I really do appreciate it. But as for that, squaddies, I have been D. We've taken down one of the Thornbound enemies. There's 3 more to go, and I might end up doing some of them in heroic instead of just on basic difficulty. We'll have to see about that. But until next time, good night and good gaming.